That was my first moment of real doubt. When I started to wonder if this whole thing was a mistake. So then I went back to my office. And there was a new casualty list waiting for me. People are dying out there every day. Entire worlds are struggling for their freedom. And here I am, still worrying about the finer points of morality. No, I had to keep my eye on the ball, winning the war, stopping the bloodshed. Those were the priorities. So I pushed on, and every time another doubt appeared before me, I just found another way to shove it aside. There's no way out of this canyon, and we have phasers locked on every one of you.
It appears you have a decisive advantage.
To fight a battle under these circumstances would serve no purpose. I'm prepared to offer terms. Hear me out. I know you need more Tetracell White. My doctor can sedate your men and keep them alive until we're rescued. After that, we can put you in medical stasis until we secure a new supply.
The Vorta did not give me the option to surrender.
Keevan's betrayed you. He gave us your entire plan of attack last night.
It was obvious that approaching your position from this canyon was a deliberate tactical error on his part.
You knew?
I suspected. Despite what Keevan may think, the Jem'Hadar are often one step ahead of the Vorta.
You can still stay one step ahead. Surrender.
I have my orders.
Keevan doesn't deserve the unwavering loyalty you're giving him.
He does not have to earn my loyalty, Captain. He has had it from the moment I was conceived. I am a Jem'Hadar. He is a Vorta. It is the order of things.
Do you really want to give up your life for the order of things?
It is not my life to give up, Captain. And it never was.
to say?
All the wrong things?
Hello everybody and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
There he is.
Damar's a creature of habit, all right. After a hard day at work, he deserves his glass of Kanar. Why are the THUR always in here, he asks himself. They don't drink, they don't eat, they don't gamble, all they do is take up space. Damar asks his bartender if he found a pad he was working on the other day.
My brother tells the truth. He hasn't seen it.
Damar doesn't like that. The pad contained a draft copy of a secret memorandum he was working on concerning the shortage of white. In it, he speculates that without the drug, the THUR will run amok, killing everyone and everything in their path. Damar recommends that if the Cardassians can't bring down the minefield and reopen the supply line from the Gamma Quadrant, they should poison the last ration of white, eliminating the THUR before it's too late. How did you get a hold of Damar's pad anyway?
I'm good with my hands. Here we go. They've seen him.
The missing pad. Damar accuses them of stealing it.
They say they found it outside their quarters, right where I left it.
I knew this was gonna work. The Cardassians and the THUR can pretend to be allies, but they hate each other.
Get out of my way!
That was my first moment of real doubt. When I started to wonder, this whole thing was a mistake. So then I went back to my office. And there was a new casualty list waiting for me. People are dying out there every day. Entire worlds are struggling for their freedom. And here I am, still worrying about the finer points of morality. No, I had to keep my eye on the ball, winning the war, stopping the bloodshed. Those were the priorities. So I pushed on, and every time another doubt appeared before me, I just found another way to shove it aside. There's no way out of this canyon, and we have phasers locked on every one of you.
It appears you have a decisive advantage.
To fight a battle under these circumstances would serve no purpose. I'm prepared to offer terms. Hear me out. I know you need more Ketracel White. My doctor can sedate your men and keep them alive until we're rescued. After that, we can put you in medical stasis until we secure a new supply.
The Vorta did not give me the option to surrender.
Keeban's betrayed you. He gave us your entire plan of attack last night.
It was obvious that approaching your position from this canyon was a deliberate tactical error on his part.
You knew?
I suspected. Despite what Keeban may think, the Jem'Hadar are often one step ahead of the Vorta.
You can still stay one step ahead. Surrender.
I have my orders.
Keeban doesn't deserve the unwavering loyalty you're giving him.
He does not have to earn my loyalty, Captain. He has had it from the moment I was conceived. I am a Jem'Hadar. He is a Vorta. It is the order of things.
Do you really want to give up your life for the order of things?
It is not my life to give up, Captain. And it never was.
What did he say?
All the wrong things?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Genty Maxey in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
There he is.
Damar's a creature of habit, all right. After a hard day at work, he deserves his glass of Kanar. Why are the Jem'Hadar always in here, he asks himself. They don't drink, they don't eat, they don't gamble, all they do is take up space. Damar asks his bartender if he found a pad he was working on the other day.
My brother tells the truth. He hasn't seen it.
Damar doesn't like that. The pad contained a draft copy of a secret memorandum he was working on concerning the shortage of white. In it, he speculates that without the drug, the Jem'Hadar will run amok, killing everyone and everything in their path. Damar recommends that if the Cardassians can't bring down the minefield and reopen the supply line from the Gamma Quadrant, they should poison the last ration of white, eliminating the Jem'Hadar before it's too late. How did you get a hold of Damar's pad anyway?
I'm good with my hands. Here we go. They've seen him.
The missing pad. Damar accuses them of stealing it.
They say they found it outside their quarters, right where I left it.
I knew this was gonna work. The Cardassians and the Jem'Hadar can pretend to be allies, but they hate each other.
Get out of my way!
Minions of the Zoo. In space! Tonight's episode, Murder for Hire.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Minions of the Zoo in space. I'm your keeper for tonight, Tyr Alexander, and I'm here with my friends, Mitch Nemo. Wait. All right, now, say it.
What?
All right,
What happened?
Go ahead, talk.
Hi.
I'm here with the Batman. Hello, the Batman. Batman.
It always worries when you don't see anything.
Will it forge?
Or will it not?
All goobers to be beamed down immediately. Energized.
Critical Thinkers Guild.
What's your favorite scary movie?
And Genty Maxi.
I'm here. I am the scary movie.
That would be scary movie. That would be scary.
I finally got to do my intro this time.
Because we're all not trying to interrupt you.
Scary movie 2.
And as always, we will be blacking shit out the sky, and talking a lot of crap. So I will pick a TFO, and we will begin. I think I'll start the evening off with I hate humanity.
It's all right. We hate you.
Well, no, I have a general reason why I hate humanity.
Because we're always trying to destroy you.
Well, that's true. No, so I'm pretty sure by now you all heard about the recent. You changed your name, Mitch.
Yes, I changed my character's name. Sorry.
Yeah. The teenage boy that got stabbed in the heart at the meet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked deep into that one.
So more information has come out. So it was raining that day, and his team, the school he was with, had a tent that they were under, right? And they had a designated tent for them to be under. And the person that stabbed them came in and was just sitting under the tent while it was raining. And they told him, like, you're not supposed to be here. And honestly, he wasn't. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And it's getting... Oh, go ahead, Jen. Go ahead.
Sorry, it's just... I haven't seen this that often, but with the liberals, you get the odd weirdo who's like, well, you guys were okay with the Rittenhouse, and I'm like, yeah, because that was a defense case. He was defending himself.
Yeah.
Rittenhouse was being attacked with lethal force by multiple people.
It's a different situation.
I've learned a little bit more about this situation, and the worst that I've found is potentially mutual conflict that he helped provoke on a non-lethal force mutual combat, basically a fist fight, and then he stabbed the kid.
All right, this is my thing about this, and I'm coming at this from this angle because I'm so fucking tired. I'm tired of people seeing that, oh, a black boy did this, so it's this and this. No. Y'all are enabling bad fucking behavior. All of you. Every last one of you. It doesn't fucking matter. He killed the person for no apparent reason, and you're justifying it because, oh, it was a white boy. No, it doesn't fucking matter. Stop rewarding bad fucking behavior. Stop.
That's been the problem since forever.
It's one of those things where, as much as they don't want people to stereotype like black scholars, the last 5 to 10 years, it's just been really bad. No, I don't judge people on an individual basis. That's retarded. But, you know, facts don't care about your feelings. Numbers are up. It's not just visual based off social media.
God damn, I just aggro every fucking body. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, it also, like, no, like, as much as the white community is like, oh, it actually affects, like, the black community more than it does ours. Like, yes, this kid was killed, but this shit happens to the black community far often than it happens to ours, and well, we're not supposed to give a shit.
I think it's 70 to 80% of black people are killed by black people. 50% of white people by black people.
And that's another thing that always angers me, is you got the BLM, Black Lives Matter motherfuckers. Oh, Black Lives, and I'm stealing this from Officer Tatum. Black Lives only matter when they're taken by white people. When they're taken by other black people, fucking crickets.
No, Black Lives only matter when they're making money off them.
Fair enough. That's a better one.
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like, we see that, too. And it's gross. You know, because there are some stories where you feel sympathy for people. Like, individual stories can have sympathy for them. But a lot of times you're like, no, like, this guy was a bad guy. You know, like, he was causing harm to his whole neighborhood.
I got one better for you. Just not too long ago, this black kid was killed. Walking to school. He about 14, 13, around that age. Walking to school. Killed by a black guy. Just randomly ran up and stabbed him. And he has a history of being violent. He has this history. Randomly walks up and stabs this kid, kills him. Crickets. You're not hearing much about this story, are you?
No. And that's sad. That's really sad. Like, we have an epidemic of, like, maybe it is mental health. I don't know. But I don't care. I don't care because it's a response to, like...
It's a combination of things. It's sparing the rod. Like, it is because, oh, well, they're black. It is the soft bigotry of low expectations. You're not holding them to the same standards that you're holding everybody else to. So they're, oh, well, I can act like a fool or act like a savage because they let me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's black.
It's another reason why there's a lot of sensible black activists, I would call them, don't like DEI or affirmative action because it harms the black community. Yeah, because you get black people who work really hard, right? Get where they are without DEI, purely through dint of their own efforts. And people are always going to be saying, yeah, did he get that job because he's good at it or because he's black?
Yeah.
You also have to remember that our society in the West is now conditioned to believe that it's racist to even criticize a black person legitimately.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And without that criticism, I usually make a joke out of this. You know, I usually make a joke out of it by saying, hey,
hold on really quickly. So, wait, really quickly. I love this new Steam integration where I can actually see who is coming up on the stream with the overlay. I like that.
By the way, Kefki.
I'm not sure I like it or not, but sometimes it's nice.
I know. Sorry, I had to adjust my headset. This is a broke piece of shit.
Oh no. You sound tired, Kefki?
Oh. I just woke up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That means there's still time to get mac and cheese.
I thought you were sick. It sounded like you were sick.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that. Give that girl some cheese poofs and candy corns.
Give her the candy corns.
No, in this circumstance, she needs the Dr. Peppers.
But that's
I need to see a Dr. Pepper. Sorry, Jen. Go ahead.
Back to the other topic, though. I have a feeling that this sheep's wool is only going to last for so long, Tyr. And I say that based off of the last incident that came out. You know, the girl that got hit with the baton? I've yet to really see that many activists. I mean, I've seen them try. I've absolutely seen them try, but like, majority of people I've seen are like, no, you hit a bitch, and then you tried to do it twice.
Yeah, that's another thing.
What's going on? No. What?
So a while ago, maybe early last month, there's this track meet. These girls are running, and this girl like is about to start dusting her. She's just running hard, and then the girl.
Oh no, I've seen that. Yeah. She crowned her with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen both camera angles. She hit her on purpose. Got pissed off, and yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another.
Hit that poor girl.
And that's another thing. It's a symbol of weakness. Okay, if I'm being defeated, I need to work harder. I need to run harder. I need to push myself. I shouldn't get angry that someone is beating me.
No. See, that's entitled behaviour. Right there. That's both black entitled behaviour and female entitled behaviour, both in the same package.
It's also, I would say, with
I think it's human entitled behavior, you know. Human nature.
Well, it is human entitled behavior, but like, and I know I'm taking this based off of social media, but everybody's got a cell phone lately. A lot of the kids are coming out of high school just so fucking pissed off. Like, I understand being like angry at the world a little bit, you know, a little rebellion and stuff, but like to the point where you're like tearing down your own neighborhood the way that they're going about it. Like, it's not just 1 or 2 gas stations now.
What right is
you know, once the summer hits.
Yeah,
seriously. What right is there to be angry at the world?
Jen,
no.
if they're not burning down black neighborhoods, how can you tell they're angry?
No.
Oh no.
You haven't answered my question.
Wait, neighborhoods are getting.
What right do they got to be angry at the world? I mean,
back in 2020.
Hold on, Tyr. Your average kid now has it way better than me, the likes of me and Mitch had it when we were kids. We weren't angry at the world.
I wasn't angry at the
Well,
world.
I was angry.
You know what I mean, though,
Yeah.
Mitch?
Yeah, I was a pissy little shit, but I wasn't. My goal in life wasn't to wreck everything.
No.
I think our school system has done like a solid damage to a lot of our kids, and maybe not mine. Like I know we're talking about the black community, but legitimately most of the black kids or people of color that I knew growing up, yeah, we knew about slavery, but it wasn't so hammered in all the fucking time. Like it was there.
Like back then, when we were in school, like they weren't trying to force white people to like,
apologize
we gotta apologize for shit.
Yeah, there was none of this generational suffering.
Yeah, you know what gets me about, that's another thing that pisses me off about this generation. Go ahead, Kefki, you were trying to say something.
I was just gonna say, like, when I was young, and this is back in the archaic days of the 80s, and late 80s, early 90s.
The days of yore.
We were taught about that stuff, and we decided this is stupid and awful, and we're gonna put this past us, and we're gonna get along, and this is never gonna happen again. Yeah. And we're going to get along, and for a long time, a lot of us were, a lot of people, it seemed, like we're just like, oh, you know, color of skin doesn't fucking equate to anything. What the fuck does that matter? We take you as you are you, judged on how you behave, how you are as a person. Skin color doesn't fucking matter, and it doesn't. I mean, that's the way I was raised. It doesn't matter, and it may be because you guys know my adopted grandfather was black bad, and my dad Cherokee. My mom's white, and well, she's mixed, just to back up, but she's white basically. It's like a big melting pot of ethnicities there, but we were always taught that don't matter. Your skin color doesn't equate to it. It's a pigment. That's it.
Assholes exist in every color spectrum
yeah,
and race.
Exactly. Actually, my dad used to say that assholes exist in every color, and it's just like, I don't know. It seemed like it was kind of a moving toward being a cultural thing that we didn't really care. That all of a sudden it just started to get that way. You know, after I became an adult.
But you know, it gets
over here.
Wait.
With people, I mean.
I will not wait.
I was about to say, the issue I have with it, like, again, People are learning the wrong lesson from history. They are learning the lesson. Like the point of reteaching slavery is that this is a great evil and we should never do it again. That men should be judged on their skin. Yeah, it should never happen again. However, they're learning the wrong lesson. Oh, well, we were victimized and stolen from our homeland and shit like that. No, you weren't stolen from your homeland.
You weren't stolen from your homeland. You were sold by your own fucking people.
Not even that. I'll say this to anybody that asks me. I don't feel shit for the slaves that were brought here. They aren't me. I never had to pick cotton. Like, no, seriously. Nope. I've never picked cotton in my life. No one ever whipped me with a whip except for my mother who beat me with a belt. But that's different.
And
you've never been to Africa to do.
I've never been to Africa.
It's not just that.
Well,
you cannot name a single country, a single people that have not enslaved and in turn.
Exactly, that's another thing. Slavery is the very nature of civilization. Like, there are civilizations that had slaves that predate America by eons.
Yeah. From what we got taught when I was at school, slavery. Yeah, we got taught about slavery. One of the first things our teacher told us was slavery is as old as humans.
It is. There's shitty things I don't want to do.
In some ways, even older because you get animals that enslave other animals.
Yeah, there are parasites in every species.
Yeah.
Every people, every culture for the entire history of humanity has both enslaved and been slaves.
At some point,
every single one.
I think the first people to actually take steps against slavery were actually the Sumerians.
Mm-hmm. But again, my point that I'm trying to illustrate is people. I don't have connection to the people other than a bloodline. Like, I've never met someone that was a slave.
Even then,
you know, and if I have,
well, it's just, I think it really is the school system. Like, it's either they're blaming it on slavery or they're blaming it on this system that holds you down. And it's like, okay, maybe back in the 60s that was still in play, but it hasn't been in eons. None of us alive outside of maybe Batman, and he was an infant for that. I'm not going to hold him accountable for being an infant.
That never happened over here, though, Jen. That's something I was going to bring up. Is up until the 2000s, we didn't really have a race problem in the UK. Yeah, we had a Muslim problem, but you're always going to have a Muslim problem.
But y'all are all British. It doesn't matter.
The whole black race thing was imported from America over here.
And that's another thing I fucking hate. Go ahead, Kefki. Sorry.
Breathe, Tyr. Take a deep breath, okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Don't forget to breathe.
I was gonna say,
Kefki, he can't. He's a lich. He doesn't have lungs.
Well, that's why you gotta remind him to do it, you know.
Well, he's a black lich, so you gotta remind him twice.
Yes, I do make the odd joke about the odd buddy in my chat who's my one black friend at the time, but I don't view you that way. You know, it's okay. I didn't follow all of Martin Luther King, but the point of his speech that mattered was to judge people based off of their character.
Yes.
Here's the thing. When I saw that girl hitting another girl with a baton, I was judging her based off of her character.
Yes!
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Well, the other girl that got hit was a black girl. Why don't they feel bad for her and instead of people should feel bad for her? She had a concussion. God bless her.
Yeah, do not judge people. Do not judge us by the color of our skin, but rather the content of our hearts.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm kind of fucked. I haven't seen my heart in shit.
I saw your heart the other day.
It's in the cookie jar.
Okay, I'll look for it.
No, it's in the cookie jar on the top shelf.
That's not Tyr's heart.
On the hutch.
That's not Tyr's heart. It's too big.
On hutch.
No. It was a shriveled up little thing that looked like a chicken liver. That's Tyr's heart.
That is too big.
Oh.
His looks like a raisin. It's as hard as a diamond.
And
It
whose
looks
heart's
like
in the
Greta
cookie jar on
Thunberg
top
after
of
she
it?
sucked a lemon.
And
Oh,
it's so,
that's yours?
yeah,
that's one.
Yeah, and T's heart is so cold that oxygen. It's got frozen oxygen flakes on it.
God damn, Jesus Christ.
Here, there's another part of the whole thing too. Is aside from, of course, we're so much farther from Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream, courtesy of the Obama years and the Obama Justice Department and his whole thing. But we've gone from the hey, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, you're you, I'm me, color's different. Okay, well, what are you like? How are you as a person and everything? To it gets that systemic thing is like you're being held down by the system. It's not just a hey, your ancestors were enslaved. Going with you're being held back actively. There's nothing you can do. Of course, be angry at the system because you can't get out without help. You can't get free of what's going. You're being held back. It's not just your ancestors were enslaved all those years ago, or during the civil rights era there was mistreatment. It was like the system's still against you. You're still being held back. There's nothing you can do unless we help you out. And that goes with.
I got to interject with this. The school teaches that the system is against certain people because of their skin color and whatnot. I got news for those people. The school is part of the system.
Yeah.
When they tell you who they are, pay attention.
It's more than that, Mitch. When you're at school, it isn't part of the system, it is the system.
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know.
The school's job is not to enslave you physically. The school's job is to enslave you intellectually.
Yeah, before these civil rights got co-opted. Back in the 70s. Before civil rights people got co-opted by the cultural cynics and the Marxists.
Okay.
One of the things they used to promote was this idea that we're not different people. I think the phrase was, we are the rainbow people because we are of many colours. But we're all the same people. And that's something we should still live by.
Well, see, what they refuse to teach, and what not enough people, I think, can articulate to their children, is that what makes a people is a unifying principle.
A shared culture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what a shared culture begins with, is a unifying principle. We wish to be free, so we are not going to enslave each other.
Yeah.
We are not going to commit crimes against one another, because we all wish to be free.
I don't know. You should judge people on the content of their heart, not the color of their skin.
Exactly. And that's what a unifying.
I judge people on whether or not they're an asshole.
The only time colour of skin, or the physical structure of somebody's face is important is when you're on about environmental factors.
Oh yeah, like so and so is as pale as a fucking ghost. Don't put them out in the sun; they're gonna burn to a crisp.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they reflect a lot
White
of
boy
light.
better get under the shade.
T is called black. Yeah. And his facial structure, he's going to be.
Tyr's going white. What are you talking about?
He's going to be absolutely useless in like the cold.
That's some bull. True, because I fucking hate the cold.
Likes cold, I thought. Do you like the cold? No.
No, I don't.
Black people hate the fucking cold.
Black people tend not
No.
to.
It's true. Okay, it's true. There's this hate, like I've said this before.
I do not deny it.
That comes around.
Hmm.
And there's this black hate group that comes around.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that there's this black group that comes around and does their little hate speech thing that they always fucking do. And it's this group of black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this black group, they disappear when it gets under 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Shit.
So my joke was at work was my joke at work was like, maybe it's too cold to spit hate speech.
Dude, I don't want to come outside when it's 60 degrees.
Dear, yes. I'm right on that. Black people have a lower tolerance for cold than white people.
Yes, but you gotta remember two things. You were involved in. I'm muted.
Yeah.
No, Tragic is muted.
Oh, Tragic, you're muted. You're Tragic.
I think Tragic is popping in and out, and Tragic is muted.
Yeah, well, whoever was talking last, the two low. That might be my settings. I don't know.
No, what I was saying was, like, again, you guys are evolved to have that lower the Caucasus Mountains, essentially, where the continent I evolved on, or my ancestors evolved on, to have this darker skin, was bright and fucking sunny all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's just an evolutionary trait. Like, Asian people have their eyes, the way their eyes are to get the dust out, because where they come from, the steppes is open plains.
That's partially true. You had open plains in Western Europe as well. Well, in some parts of Western Europe, but there's also aside from stuff which is obviously beneficial.
I'm pretty sure
aesthetic choices when people choose the mates.
I'm pretty sure evolution chose. Yeah, do I want to survive the cold or the wind? Yeah, fuck the cold. I want to survive the cold.
I do confess that for maybe a weekend after Trump's inauguration, I did hope you guys would have a weekend of cold, just in case.
Jen, what are you trying to fucking kill me again?
Yes.
Well,
go down.
I figured if at least you could start off with a nice, quiet weekend, it'd be nice.
Yeah, if it gets cold enough, it get brutal, you know.
Well, you gotta remember, most of the rioters are liberals and pale skin and older.
I figured they were waiting for the summer.
Yeah, female.
Yeah, but they still don't like going out when the weather is bad.
Yeah, unless they go for some going out to get some food at 2 a.m. and
that brings me to my next topic I wanted to do.
In Chicago.
So y'all seen the Elon hands off my democracy protesters and shit that's been going around. Yeah. So we had one in my city. We had one in Baltimore, and I'm thinking the entire time that they're here, why? And I can very much say with 100% certainty, most of the people that came down there do not live in the fucking city.
Yeah, they buzz people around.
They're mostly paid.
Yeah.
They're mostly paid.
Rent them up.
It is. And I can say that with 100% certainty, because most of the people that live in the city know how to get to City Hall. Like, even if you don't really go down that area, you pretty much know how to get there. You know which bus to catch. I had to direct people.
Would be a really, really rough thing to do, Tyr, if somebody's asking you for directions to send them to where the dump is.
Nah, I won't send them there.
You're not the French tourist before.
As much as I would love to, I live by the principle: if I was lost in someone else's city, I would want directions. So I have to treat people like I want to be treated. I would want someone to help me.
Always treat folks like you want to be treated.
Yeah. Unless the French.
Yeah, like I said, I would want, if I was lost somewhere.
Even the French.
Even the French.
Oh, come on, that's going too far. No, not the French.
No, I happen to have a French frog that I love very much. Even the French.
That's the frog, though, not
guy.
the person.
Oh, no.
I mean, we'll treat them like we treat the British. Fair enough?
Oh, screw those guys.
You know, but again, like I said, if I want someone to help me, I have to help others.
No, seriously though, yeah, I agree with you.
No, I was always taught to do unto others as you would have others do unto you.
The golden rule.
What happened to that?
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah, do unto others and then run.
Ha, nice.
I really don't know what
Do
happened
unto
to
others.
that.
Yo,
I don't
Zed.
know
Or they
why.
do unto me.
I
I
think
know what
it's
happened,
so
Kefki.
fucking stupid to judge people based on their skin color. What the fuck does that have to do with who they, them as a person? Get to know people as who they are. Doesn't fucking matter their skin color.
It's
It's
because
very
Exactly.
there's
I
no
judge people
money.
based on whether or not they're an asshole.
It's
Let me rephrase that. There's too much money in race baiting.
Yes, there's too much money.
Yeah, and
there's a very old reason for racism.
It's just stupid.
It's very old instincts that we picked up from our ancestors. The tribal instincts.
Hey, Mitch.
No, I think though this is a crock of shit, and it is just stupid.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's
We
stupid.
can have instincts. We haven't had to have instincts in a very fucking long time.
We still got them.
We still got them.
So you know what? It doesn't matter. You can fucking ignore them if you know they're stupid.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can overcome.
Sorry.
We're the only animal
Not
on the
meaning
planet that can overcome our instincts.
Yeah.
Hold on real
Not
quick.
meaning to get
You there,
heated.
Tragic?
What?
Tragic's there. Make sure he's there.
Oh, for some reason the computer's acting up, so I might drop out again.
I have never had a fucking instinct to judge someone based on their skin color. Never. Honest to God, I've never felt anything like that. So I don't understand how others can have an instinct for that.
You have an own group preference, though.
I never had that.
No, I don't.
You haven't lived in the ghetto.
Hold on.
Look at my friends. They're all different.
In the ghetto.
Wait, I'm gonna read Zed Disnarky's comment. It really, Zed says, it really is the habit of one's collective to judge another by the most questionable members. By the more questionable members, sorry. Like, again,
Mitch, I'd love to be the change I'd like
Maybe
to see
my
in the
instincts
system,
fried.
but I don't know
I
how.
don't know.
I don't know how to become a few $1 million.
Nice. Again, I choose my friends based on interests. Me and Mitch, we bonded over the while, and we have mutual interests. That's why we're friends. I have the same interests with Kefki and Will and everybody on this stream. We bonded over that, and that I don't care about your fucking skin. I don't care if you don't have skin. I don't care if you have 1 foot, you have 3 foot. I don't care. You guys are cool.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
care
not
if you have
one
skin.
of them here because we both know I'm only here because you are supposed to send me a sizable check every month.
God damn it! Talking too much. Shut up.
Alright, dude. You don't care if you have
told you
skin.
that in
What if you don't
confidence.
have skeleton? Does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
And Batman's
He's
DI higher.
got a skeleton. He just doesn't
That's
have direct possession of it at the moment.
Nice. Reteam you? Okay. Yo, Rotten.
What's up?
Oh, Rotten.
Hey, Ron.
That's not a skeleton in Tyr's closet. That's him. That's Tyr.
I was expecting. Yeah, good. I was expecting more than 2 of us to do it.
Y'all are terrible. But again,
Been
like
this whole time.
That's pretty.
wait a minute. Let me read some of them. It's a behavior that's been observed in everything from human history to different species of insects. And yeah, I agree with Kefki. Judging by immutable traits is pointless nowadays. Except in Tyr's case. Fuck the undead. Fuck you! The undead are awesome.
I actually, I would say that as soon as we develop, our higher cognitive functions, judging by immutable traits was pointless.
You ready for another TFL?
Oh yeah.
Give us a minute or two. We developed the ability to think beyond those instincts. Unfortunately, we never learned. Though we've got the capacity to do it, most of us have never learned how to.
Well, there's no focus on teaching people how to either.
No, but like I said, in the 70s, we were moving very much in that direction.
Yes, yes.
Like I said,
absolutely
we are
were.
that thing that they used to say. We are the rainbow people, because we are a people of many colours and many different backgrounds, but we're all one people.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, I stress this again, and I'll keep
But
stressing this.
let's face it, the powers
Fuckers
that
fucked
be
that up.
the powers that be do not want a united people on the face of this earth.
Yep, a divide. When you can divide and conquer.
Yeah, it's the oldest tactic in the book: divide and conquer.
And if you keep everybody fighting over there, they're not going to say what you're doing over here.
Hot dogs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Bugger muggers.
Yo, Keith. And Zed.
I'll keep it in.
The undead will come for
Give
you.
me the host.
Oh.
We will come for you. Lodi and Rodden, we're all watching you, Zed.
But getting back to my unified.
Wait, there's an undead uprising? Sorry, I missed the memo.
Yes.
Sorry, Mitch. Go ahead, mate.
Oh, just getting back to the unifying principle thing. We don't even articulate that to each other or to our kids or anything.
No.
No one articulates that. No one points out that the reason we can function as a society is because we've collectively agreed that we want to live in a society that values liberty and justice.
Right, Batman?
And we also don't teach people what justice is.
No.
We use the word often enough, but it's usually modified by
We use that word, but we don't know what it
social
means.
or racial.
Well,
I gotta tell you,
hold on.
I gotta tell you, justice modified is justice denied.
It's also modified. Mostly, it's modified by revenge.
Yes.
Say the average teacher doesn't want kids to be motivated by justice or educated or knowledgeable or motivated by a commitment to liberty and everything. They, as you point out, they are part of the system.
Wait. Just not all teachers are bad. There are a lot of teachers out there that just want to teach and do right, but then they have to teach certain curriculums. They are put under the thumb of their. That they have people in charge of them that force them to do certain things. So there are a lot of good teachers out there, and
they're put under the thumb of the school system, and you've got to throw in. Wow, I just had the thought.
It's just. There is and got a former boss that said this: that any time that you make any kind of human system more complicated, not complicated, the larger it becomes, the more inefficient it becomes, and that is how our
world becomes.
That is what happened with our education system.
That's what happens with
because
our empires.
I just wanted to say that, though, there are very good teachers out there. I happen to be friends with a very good damn good teacher, and all he cares about is teaching kids and making sure they're prepared for the world,
And the deck has been stacked against them too.
Oh,
they suffer in the world of the school boards and school districts and public sector teachers unions that protect mediocrity
or
at the cost of the cost of those that actually want to do well. I mean, I've known a number of teachers. One of my ex-girlfriends is a teacher. She was one of the best teachers in the school and for the subject matter, but always suffering at the behest and benefit of the teacher that had been there the longest, the tenure teacher, who couldn't be bothered to actually try and teach well.
Because again, she had the union to protect her. She could call out every day for a year straight, get paid, and the union would protect her.
And
she was tenured. She was the oldest in the subject matter curriculum. Basically, she could do anything short of murdering or raping a student in her classroom and be protected by the union.
And even then,
well, I mean, in the classroom, I mean, out of the classroom, she'd still be protected by the union.
Yeah, and these are the people who decry the meritocracy.
Yes.
Yeah. Unions hate meritocracy. They are enemies of meritocracy.
Well,
universally.
Unions are a business interest, and we should not think of them as anything but that. And like any other business, the more customers they have, the more successful they're going to be. In this case, success is measured by money. So you protect the biggest scumbag piece of shit bastards that are teaching, and you maintain your customer base.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen a union representative or a shop steward, to say, who's short on money, unless they've got heavy gambling debts?
No, it's not.
You never see it. You never see a poor union rep.
No.
Or union leader. You also don't see any overworked.
Really bad at managing their money.
Yeah.
Or they've got bad gambling debts, like I said.
Even then, they just take more money from the workers.
You always kind of want to check them for offshoot accounts too.
Hold on, let me read some of these chats. Zed Snarky said, "I got Tyr. I have a copy of the Zombie Survival Guide. I'll be fine." No, you won't. I'm a lich.
I got that book. I love that book. It's funny.
I'm a lich. Lodi's a ghost, and Rotten's a skeleton.
And besides, that book is by zombies.
My bad.
I'm a magic practice.
Thank you.
I'm a magical practicing raccoon.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna avoid Zed the Snarky because he said fuck zombies, and like I'm not interested in him. Okay.
Yeah, necrophilia is not in my book.
All right, wait a minute. And then Zed goes, "Hell, we don't teach kids about things like honor anymore. The only way they know that word is to say you're in front of it." Yes.
Honor among thieves.
No, it's
a lot of judges don't deserve that.
No, not even that. The concept of honor is a personal code, something you live by, rules that you accept, that you choose to live by, but they mean something. Like I live by the principle of loyalty. I will try to be loyal to everything. If I'm part of a cause, I'm loyal to that cause. Betrayal is a great fucking sin for me, but I don't hold that.
When I was a kid, you got into a fight. You got the bully picked on you, right? And teacher saw, and you'd make an excuse, "Oh, we're just messing about" or something like that. This guy's been making your life hell, but you're not gonna sprag on him because that was dishonorable.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was an unwritten code.
Yeah.
But you
don't
all
really
agree by it.
yourself.
You know,
I'm pretty sure I read about it somewhere.
You don't read about it because then if you do that, the teacher will separate you, and then you can't get your friend you can't stomp their ass later because you're separated from them.
Yeah. Besides that, he's going to get all of his minutes on you.
Stitches does not work in the real world.
It does, you know.
But it is an
that only applies depending on what it is. If it's getting to the point to where it's like skin's getting broken or bones are getting broken, then if a teacher intervenes, so be it. But if it's just
a scuffle, yeah. But again, there are unspoken rules that you all agree to. Morality is essentially unspoken rules that we all agree we need to do this for the good of the group. That's what morals and morality are.
Well, it never really matters if teachers get involved anyway. Kids are stupid and they'll continue to bully you, and they'll just wait for a more opportune time to try to beat you up. And
kids nowadays,
so you gotta learn how to fight.
Like,
we gotta follow you home.
No, hold on. I fought one of my bullies. I got my ass handed to him, and after we got it out of our system, we actually became great friends.
Yeah. Well, that's a rarity. I've fought many a bully and never been friends with them.
Most of the kids who used to be bullies when I was at school, they grew out of it.
Yeah, true.
What was mostly, we had a couple of kids at our school who
not true.
Who had like physical handicaps, right?
Sean.
Even the worst of the bullies didn't pick on them because they were handicapped. There were certain kids you just didn't pick on.
Yeah, because bullying that kid is an act of cowardice.
Yeah.
Because you can't do shit.
Yeah, and and even the biggest, toughest bully knew that if he picked on that kid, his mates are going to beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
Well, that, or it's the one kid who makes the mistake of pissing off a handicapped kid enough for him to snap, and then you realize the handicapped kid doesn't have a no button.
Like,
yeah, also the handicapped kids can't fight.
Is that the truth?
Well, yeah, well, we're saying handicapped kids. We're actually on about kids who have got physical disabilities, so they can't fight back.
Yeah.
But you are still allowed to make fun of them because otherwise that would be singling them out.
Look, I live by the dragon.
If he still had two hands but no arms.
Look, I live by the dragon rule, and I can't say the other part, but handicap Tyr Alexander's word gets it too.
So here's the thing with that. You say they can't fight back.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see how badly you can get clubbed by cripple with a cane or crutches or something. That's brutal.
Wait a minute. All right, hold on. I want to read some of these super chats.
Nope.
Okay. Keith says, hold on. Keith says, I have a cousin who used to teach, but quit due to brats. She now works at the insurance companies. That the snarky goes, not me. I either kicked their asses or made sure they heard enough that they didn't try that shit again. Oddly, I was the one who always got suspended for defending myself. Okay, using the desk as a bludgeon once or twice may have had something to do with it, but still.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's really ridiculous in the current system, especially with the zero tolerance and everything, is they will look the other way for the bully no matter what they do and no matter what violence they commit on other students. And the first time a kid stands up and defends themselves against the bully, they're the ones get slapped with the zero tolerance.
Exactly.
The funny thing is, though, listen to what I'm saying. A certain level of bullying is actually a good thing for a kid to go through. A certain level, not too, as long as it's not too much, it's not too hard, because it toughens you up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It gives you.
I do kind of agree with that a little bit.
I don't know. I fucking hate bullies. Fucking hate them.
And here's the thing: you would think most school administrators would know the difference between too much and, because if it looks like that kid is driving the other kid insane, step in.
That's too much bullying.
Wait a minute, hold on. All right,
step in.
Wait a minute. There's a huge difference between harassment and bullying. Now, it is the same difference between tempering something, making it stronger, and trying to break it down.
Yeah.
Like all right, as kids, we kind of need that fire, that adversarial thing to grow as people, to understand, okay, maybe I shouldn't fucking do that to other people because I didn't like it when it was done to me.
Yeah.
Every kid needs it.
I mean, I only ever bullied one kid at school, and that was because the other kid was bullying me. So this kid was waiting me, I bullied him, and I felt bad about it, right?
It's like when your kid bites you.
Hold on, yeah. And to make me feel better, I went and bullied him again. I felt better for a bit, then I felt bad. At the end of it, I realised what I was doing, and I went to him and I said, I told him, I'm not going to bully anymore. Yeah, do whatever you want. So he knocked us to the ground, and I sat up, rubbed my chin, said, well, I deserved that, didn't I? And I walked away. But I remember just one more to you, and I'll shut up. About 6. There was this kid bullying us, right? It was my first actual encounter with a bully. Saying, such and such keeps hitting us. Because you weren't allowed to fight in school, right? Mm-hmm. Headmaster told us, hit him back. Yeah, but I'll get round to do it when you're not before seen. I broke his nose.
Will got the zoomies.
Kefki, there was one time that I did have to side with the group of bullies. I didn't particularly like them, but they were kind of right about the girl that they were bullying. I didn't like the method they went about it.
Y'all ready for
but
another one?
She wasn't bathing properly.
Sure.
Like, she smelled really bad, and she, you would go to the bathroom with her, and you could tell she wasn't washing her hands.
There's a difference between bullying and just going up to somebody and saying, look, honestly, I'm going to just tell you honestly, you stink. And people are going to pick at you for it. So you should probably try to practice or probably take a shower, wash your hands properly, and then maybe they will stop bullying you. That's just being honest. That's not bullying.
Like, for me, it ended up going to a teacher, and I ended up going to the teacher too. I was like, I don't like the way that they're going about it, but she does technically have a problem.
Well,
because we were supposed to be, cooking for the class, and I was like, oh no.
Jen, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an issue myself, and there's nothing I can really do about it, and I've tried everything. I mean, I'll shower twice a day, even if I could. I just have a sweat problem whenever I work.
Glandular problem.
It just
sweat.
Yeah, and I cannot help it, and something that I cannot help. I wash my clothes sometimes. I wash my clothes every week. I try to take care of myself.
As Jen brought up, though, she was known to not wash her hands.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, I can understand somebody having a body odor problem, but it's if I'm working with you in a kitchen and I see that you're not washing my hands, your
You mean
hands
his own hands?
Yeah, sorry, I said that wrong.
I mean, you may want someone to wash your hands, Jen. I don't know.
But also, you don't know why kids are not taking care of themselves too. They could be having issues at home. Horrible things happen to them, and so they just don't. They just think that they don't care about themselves.
Hold on.
That is true, Kefki.
Wait a minute, story time. All right, I got a story for this one. So I had an ex-girlfriend. Her uncle / father figure was going through a divorce around the time that his daughter was going through potty training. Because it was a really messy divorce, they didn't have time to train her potty train her. As a 6-year-old, she still just went shit where she just used the bathroom wherever she could. She never really got potty trained. And it's because so I can see why that's an issue, but again, around the time that she needed that training, that she needed that guidance to get to this level, her parents were going through some really bad. I'm talking about really fucking bad.
Can I tell you, shamelessly as a kid, that's still why I would have gone to a teacher. Weirdly enough, like, there are just some things you can't ask another kid because it's still none of your business. But if they're dealing with something and you don't know, going to the teacher is your next bet, because what if there was something wrong with that kid?
But they're not. The teacher isn't inclined to tell you.
Like, they don't have to tell me shit, but me telling the teacher is more of like, it's a hint to look into it.
Yeah, bringing it to the teacher's attention. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just think bullying is bad. I have had many bullies, and none of it ever helped me, because it just made me tired and angry and hateful at everybody, because I was getting beat and hurt in many different ways at home. And,
I've been there too.
And by the time I get to school, it's like, oh no, there's not a break. It's a different kind of abuse, You're not getting plowed by your... I'm sorry. It's just no break. It's like, okay, so you're getting away from your stepdad? No, that's not going to matter, because when you get to school, some kid's going to try to beat the shit out of you. So you have to deal with that. And what's the answer to that? Oh, you got to get home to the pervert. No, because you get sent home. It doesn't help. It never helped. It just made me hate everyone even more. And
Kefki.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry,
You're okay.
And I'm not giving I'm not giving anyone an excuse. That's why I said the thing I said about the teacher. Especially as a 40-year-old looking back, even as a kid, I thought there was something wrong with CPS.
There is.
always.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely.
broken. It's so broken.
Yeah,
By the time things in my home started to get well, I can't say that. I can't say it got stabilized because it was going to be stabilized because, you know, but then they decide to take me away from my mom and send me to live off in that fucking children's hospital. And see, and that's the thing. You go to adults for help. You think, okay, finally, an adult is going to do something to be helpful. No, they're just going to separate you from your mom, and your parents and your brother, and it separate you from the one person who cares about you and protects you from these things. And you get to this place, you live in this place, and guess what? It doesn't in there either. People are assholes there, kids are assholes there, and they still continue to bully you. And the fucking attendants, the workers, they don't care. They're just there to get paid. They look the other way while another kid starts beating the shit out of you out in the rec room. Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Don't be sorry, Kefki. You've got nothing to be sorry
Whoa. Take a deep breath.
No one's
Remember, Kefki, you telling people this stuff might help someone else be able to avoid it.
Yeah.
And besides,
I've
getting
been
it off
exactly
your
where
own
Kefki
chest,
said. I
so
know
it's
how that
helping you
is.
as well.
Yes.
Can Kefki ain't link if you need to share. That's why we fucking talk shit here.
I didn't mean to blurt out and start fucking
Don't be sorry,
doing
Kefki.
that. It's just
That's what this is about. You've got something to
it's
say.
the whole bullying thing.
But it doesn't mean we have to dwell on it either. We could talk about it.
Yeah. What frustrates me with the world is there are plenty of people who actually would like to have kids, who are probably decent enough to have kids, but because they either don't have the finances or
Genetics,
you know, they take kids away from people who could probably take care of them.
But a lot of the problems with social services, Jen, is they don't take advice off the people they should take advice off.
Well,
they follow their guidelines.
There you go.
No offense to anybody who is a social worker, but like.
So I guess we're going to keep talking.
It is a
about
broken system too. There.
Hey, you know what?
No,
I'll agree with Mitch.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Personally,
I wasn't subtle enough.
I think it's all the fault of Colonel George Taylor. Yeah,
you know what I did, Kefki?
If he just sat down and not pressed that button, the bomb wouldn't have gone off.
Last night, I made a double batch of mac and cheese.
Oh, I thought you were going to say last night a DJ saved your life.
I didn't put nothing in it. I just had it straight because sometimes you need the palate cleanser, don't you?
Oh yeah. Did you? So you added double the jazz?
Oh god, I mean, double the mac, double the cheese, double.
Was it boxed
Sure,
mac and
double
jazz,
the
or
fun.
was it homemade mac and jazz with real jazz?
It was Kraft.
It was Kraft. I love Kraft though. Oh, look.
Kraft mac and cheese with all the bad stuff in it that's not good for you. And I ate 2 of them.
Sometimes that hits the spot, don't it? It's just maybe crap, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious.
My life changed.
See, Mitch, there's a way to make even a double batch of that even better. Is you take your double batch of that and then you put more cheese on top of it. Mix more cheese in.
But that
And I am the odd man out in this one.
I needed it straight to be a palate cleanser because I always modify my mac and cheese with garlic or
garlic, bacon,
sausages.
Yeah, sometimes you just need the vanilla mac and cheese, but it's like, okay, let's throw some extra cheese in there.
All right, hold on. Jen was about to try and say something. I'm trying to cut in.
No, I was gonna joke with Mitch because I was sourcing videos because of this channel to tease Blue with because he's part Italian, and then also Cryptic at the same time because
he says he's part Italian.
But one of the recipes they're really keen on finding are these hot dog ones where you put raw pasta, spaghetti noodles into your hot dog. and you boil it together, and then you roll it, and then you put pasta sauce in it, and then you cover the damn thing in Kraft cheese single slices, and then you bake it.
Oh god.
And these poor Italians are like, Mamma mia, no, not approved.
Well, that's me gonna.
You know what? Some people do weird shit. I honestly don't care. It's like, I would have said everyone else here is like, oh, Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah, it's great. Like, oh, I got a better idea of how to enhance that. Eat something else.
Yeah, Ryan
You know,
doesn't like macaroni and cheese.
I made that joke about that's me being put off my food, but when it comes to food, I'll try anything once.
I won't.
Yeah, almost
I'm not
anything.
eating the bugs. You can't make me.
Nope, I'm
Well,
not.
I already did the bug eating thing. I was under 5 once, you know.
Yeah. And besides, when it comes to if you buy canned,
sorry.
I was gonna say if you eat canned food like tomato sauce or any soups or whatnot, there is a certain amount that is allotted in there that you'll never know and isn't gonna, never gonna taste.
It's so minuscule that it's
yeah.
processed so much and disinfected. Yeah.
The thing is that the minuscule stuff's not looking you in the eye and going,
Hold
hello.
on. Go ahead, Mitch, and then Batman.
I just did. I'm just saying the stuff that's like minuscule, it's not looking you in the eye when you eat it, and it's not going hello.
Sorry, someone else was gonna talk, right?
Yeah. I'm not going to mention what I was thinking when you said that, because it's already disturbing poor old Kefki here, and I don't want to disturb him further.
I was gonna talk about. I would never eat. That's disgusting. I hate bugs. But there was this one Halloween party that I got so drunk. We had this vodka that had a tree lobster in it, and me and my friend bit down.
What's a tree lobster?
Actually called. Oh jeez. What are they? Oh, their actual names I can't think of. But it's this certain kind of vodka that gets this huge, almost like locust cicada creature that dwells up in trees, this big bug, and they pickle it inside the vodka, basically. And so me and my friend were drinking on that, and we decided that we were going to eat the bug, and so he put the ass in his mouth, and I bit down on the head. We did, like, you know how they bite things and kiss? We did that. It was hilarious, and it was disgusting. And he ate the whole thing. He's like, hey, I knew I was going to eat at his ass at this party. I'm like, you're so fucking gross.
I
But I was drunk on absinthe. It's absinthe that does that. I can't remember. I'll find it and post a picture of it. But yeah, we just called it a tree lobster because it was, but that's the one time I did that. I kind of, but I was drunk as hell because and it's real absinthe, and I've been drinking it like all night. So, and then another time we had around the same fucking Halloween party the next year, we had the larvettes, and they had cheddar cheese flavoring on them. I actually ate them and liked them. For some reason, I can eat the larvettes. They don't disgust me like other bugs do. I think it's because they're worms and they don't have legs. Like the crickets, no, get away from me.
That sounds like an overweight roller derby team.
It's the Larvettes versus the Dibblies.
There was this David Attenborough documentary, and I think it was somewhere in Western Africa. But once the locusts swarm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they catch them by the thousands. And do you know what they do with them? They roast them and eat them. And Attenborough ate some, and he says they're delicious. Because the same people also do the same thing with termites when termites swarm and leave the nests. Yeah, it says they're delicious.
No.
I mean, that's one way to make lemonade out of lemons.
I found it. Oh, I'll see I'll show the picture. Share the picture. You guys can.
This is demonstrating how weird she is.
I shall return.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, Kefki.
Oh no. I was gonna post if Tyr wanted to share pictures of what it is. I found some. These are not my pictures, but this is just showing you what the product is. Oh, I'm fixing to post them. I hope this person doesn't mind me sharing the picture. Well, they posted it on Reddit. So, where is? No, I'm in the wrong room. What room should I put it in?
Photographs.
Photography.
Or you can throw it in the side chat if you're.
Yes, the side chat work too.
Oh well, it's in photography. This stuff is what it was. Absinthe beetle. Yeah.
No, thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
I took the head off that.
What I was going to say.
No, it was disgusting. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Yeah, you
How
know
do
what?
they get it into the bottle? Do they lure it?
I
with
don't know.
promises?
I don't know because it looks like it don't fit.
They lure it in. Say, Mitch, they lure it in there with promises of booze, and then once it's in, they
It's
drown
called
it
a
in it.
spiny devil. A spiny devil. This is what it is. Oh God, I hate looking at it. Ew.
Yeah.
That's what it is outside of the bottle. No, what the fuck was I thinking? I'm gonna go beat the shit out of past me. Ew.
So I mean, I never
Like I
played.
said, you weren't
I never
thinking.
played Last of Us or really delved into that side of the zombie land, other than versions of it that run that way. But that's gonna lead us to Parasite Zombies. You're welcome.
Hold on. This is what she was showing on stream.
Ugh.
All right, it's hopefully everybody can see it. It's beetle absence, and you said the bug. What's the bug called, Captain?
It's Spidey Devil. A Spidey Devil is what it's called. Yeah. Oh God.
Called a bottle invader.
It's called a. Oh, what the fuck? Why did I do that? That is disgusting, and it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life, and I can't brush my teeth enough.
See, this is why we need a new pesticide that doesn't kill bugs, but it fills them with self-doubt about whether or not they're in the right house.
You mean instead of going after them with the gasoline, just use booze, just like a big thing of booze, and then you put it over the nest. You're like,
It
at
just
least
gets
you're
killed
having
by
the...
depression.
Oh, okay. Wait. Badger said that tree lobster is a super rare stick insect. So we were miscalling. We were calling it the wrong thing, the badger. But yeah, Spidey Devil. Sorry.
So I mean, you guys just want to get the bugs drunk, so they're gonna freaking drunk dial their ex at fucking 4 a.m.
Well, you see, they get
it tastes
get
like
drunk
nothing
and
but absence. Sorry.
They get drunk and it becomes a pattern. Their livers get shot, and ruins their home life and everything like that, all in one go.
I mean, the bug Kefki poster looks like it's preparing for war.
God damn. The battle against the humans.
This is why we need Kefki's critter commandos.
I did get Zephyr said, did someone see a bottle of tequila with the worm in it and think I've got a better idea? I think they did. Yeah, I think that's what they were.
Considering the alcohol you can get in like China and Japan, that's got things like snakes and
I've seen the one with a snake in it.
Oh my God!
Mice and stuff like that in it. Yeah, there's.
Oh my God! No.
Now we're about 3 hours away from having bottles of Yoo-Hoo with the thumb in it.
I love Yoo-Hoo. I don't want no thumbs in my Yoo-Hoo.
You don't want thumbs in your
Yoo-Hoo? Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, it's just trying to give you a thumbs up.
You said thumb. Oh God, I gotta do it. I love this meme. I love this meme so much. I made that. Well, I found the picture as a listing. It's a listing on Etsy. Those are real, and I want to buy them. I need those in my life so bad.
Hold on, I gotta show
Some of them
the
have been
string.
rate swapped even.
I got to show the string. They have to, the people must know
that
about
is
this.
just so perfect. Things you didn't know you needed until you saw them.
I know,
See,
right?
This is,
need them.
See, this is why Kefki is all thumbs.
But bonk.
Drive.
Speaking of things you didn't know you needed till you saw it, I shared it with Kefki. Yeah, see if I can find it. It's a Oh,
Sorry.
God, where the frig is it? There it is. It's an article, but it's got pictures.
Okay.
Copy. And it's a Pamela Voorhees action figure.
I know. I want that so.
Oh,
it's
no.
so expensive though. I can't get that. And it's so
I know.
cool.
I know I can't get it either, but my God, it looks fucking great.
It's about time Pamela got a figure too.
Pamela needs more credit, if you ask me.
She does, absolutely. And Betsy
She was the
Palmer,
first
perfect
killer.
actress. She thought she wasn't good for the role initially. She killed that role. No pun intended.
Full pun intended. Tyr, you have access to the soundboard. Stop being retarded.
I still want to be my own this.
She killed the role. A few of her fellow cast members.
Silverberg. Sorry, I thought I heard a Stealing Bird.
Allegedly.
I gotta go look at some of the other pictures.
Yeah, those stealing birds are going crazy tonight.
I know.
They are just that friggin' awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at it again. I want it so bad. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Hold on, everybody. I made this. I'm gonna do more of them, and this isn't the final version of this, but it's just one I was doing while I was at work. But I don't have access to all my stuff. I made a trading card for Kefki.
Oh.
If you look at the stream, I'll put it in side chat.
I don't know how to access side chat. I always forget.
Just
Judgment of the Ferret.
Go to the where it says Dat Gaming. Go to your right.
I'm on mobile.
Oh, all right.
I'll put it.
Wait, no, I got it. Thank
The
you,
little
Mitch. I
device
know
that
what
looks
you're
like a
talking
word
about.
bubble.
Thank you, Mitch Lee. Hugs.
All right, I'll put it in side chat. Yes, it is Judgment of the Ferret.
Judgment of the Ferret.
Yeah.
It says Ferret. Ferret.
I didn't know farts could judge.
It's the one it's the mock-up I did for it, so I have like the basic what I want to do for it when I'm supposed to be doing it on my master computer, which is this one. But I didn't have access to all my stuff. But it's I figured I'd do a trading card for all our various forms, like how I got the cats. And I already have the one I want to do for BLooZeR. Remember when he said one of us? So in order, it allows us to play any of the cat forms of. So Will can be played. Hellcat can be played.
Cool.
Blue can be played. The furry bastard can be played, or my cat form.
I like that. That's cool.
I have one?
Where have you put this?
Well, no, it's just
the thing is I do have one thing to pick, nitpick on this is I would say that as long as this card is in play, all opposing cards have the type of goober.
Well, that's it. That's what it says. If you read it, it says this card can only be played if a card named Kefki is on the field after "Why Are You a Goober" has been successfully resolved. As long as this card is in play, treat it as its name is Kefki. As long as this card is in play, every card has the additional typing of goober. As long as a goober card is on your side of the field, Kefki cannot be attacked. This variant cannot be transformed into a new variant or be used to activate a shell.
I think mine should be you play mine and it says the furry whoever you play it on, it says the furry bastard has pooped in your shoes while you were asleep. Take your 3 best cards and swap them with the 3 worst cards of the player to the left.
God damn.
Kefki, I don't mean to pick on
Man, this is one weird ass game.
Yeah, this is one weird game, Uno.
Yes, but then you've got a Royal Shroud. Unless it's a Tuesday.
Oh no.
What are you saying, Jen?
Oh well, I was gonna say I might end up picking on Blue a little bit. I'm gonna help him with it, but I'm gonna pick on him. I'm gonna do a new ferret picture of a ferret in the middle of a war dance. But your ferret's gonna have a little fart, and that fart will help her out because Lodi, I need to borrow you, but I'm gonna get Blue to give you a bowl of Cheetos.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ. Ready for another one?
You know that man suit the Brain wears on Pinky and the Brain?
Yes.
You want to have Blue do one with a ferret.
Have y'all ever seen Evil the Cat?
Evil what?
It's Earthworm Jim is a cat called Evil the Cat.
Oh, Earthworm Jim! I haven't seen that show in fucking forever.
Yeah, but it's hold on. I'll see if I can grab.
Game if I remember correctly.
It is. There's a reason why I bring it up because it's fucking hilarious to me. Evil the Cat. God damn it!
Sausages. Sorry, I got excited.
It looks like a hybrid of a rat and a cat. It's just ridiculous.
We done just lost somebody.
Oh no!
Ooh, oh yeah, that'd be me.
No, it's not you.
No, because the game's gonna kick me here until I.
I think it was our friend with the long hair there.
It could be anyone. Oh, Will?
Will?
Yeah.
I'm here.
No, just your ship disappeared apparently.
No, my ship disappeared. I got kicked.
All right. My mistake, Will. It's his fault.
It's not my fault.
I'm logging in now.
Everything's Tyr's fault.
It's always Tyr's fault.
Hey, Tyr.
Yes.
Stupid loading screen.
Are you the one of is it you who's the Tears of the Clown?
No.
When there's no one around.
No. When there's no one around.
Things known a man. There ain't too much sad. Tears of the clown.
Stop it.
When there's no one around.
We went all smoky on you.
I'm gonna start welding people's lips together as the singing continues.
I'm gonna start welding.
I mean,
lips together.
they're singing that. I got freaking Monkey Wrench playing in the gym because it's the gym radio.
Don't make me bust out the big gun.
Oh God, Nick's gonna do something serious.
Oh, I've got a big gun.
Have you?
That sounds dirty, but I've got a big gun for these occasions. Don't make me.
But is it Nerf for nothing?
No.
What the fuck? It said I can't. Count me out of the server. What the fuck?
Yeah, you just gotta log back in.
No, I keep trying to log back in, and it's saying connect to server. Please wait.
Leave it about a minute.
Without seeing what's happening, I can't advise you very well.
Sweet for the stream tonight.
Close your game launcher down.
It's okay.
And
all right, putting up the putting up the let's see.
Standby screen.
Yeah. No, standby screen. Overlay.
And then
right next to it.
Yeah, it is.
And the moon is full.
And power up the ship.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's
pizza. I'm warning you, I will bust out the big gun.
It's not your Christmas song, is it?
No.
What is it?
I'm not telling you what it is until I think I need to bust it out.
Okay.
But once I bust it out,
there's
no going back. There will be no going back. Trust me.
Nick he's gonna say
Dog disease.
I'm doing you a kindness.
He's gonna sing Baby Shark.
Hey, Mitchley.
Yeah?
Does NECA say who the sculptor is for that? For the Pavel of Voorhees figure? Do they credit the sculptor?
Exit it out and then
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I was too busy looking at the pictures.
Oh yeah, same. I thought maybe you had read it.
Because oh my God, they look good.
I know. Yeah, I was floored by that. I love how they gave her the different variant heads too. They gave her the one with the crazy eyes though. Oh my God, that would be the one I had on the figure the most.
What
you know?
did to him?
Look what you did to him. Kill him.
It's a beautiful action figure. I wish we could get.
Oh God, yes.
I wish
updating. That's
Womp Stomp Films could get licensed to do Friday the 13th action figures for their characters.
That would be so cool. Yeah.
That's one thing I could never understand. I mean, I know why these action figures, like, these slasher movie action figures are made. they're made for collectors, right? They're not toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
parents
Well, I mean, I
buy
don't
them
play
for
with
their
them.
children to play with.
Oh, parents are stupid.
Okay, it's saying cryptic
Okay, well-
update. Hold on. Trying to update launcher. Please wait. Tried connections 5 times. It's not letting me on, my friends.
It's done that to me before.
Yes, me too.
It's just the game has been a knut.
A knut?
Well,
Knut.
I guess we won't have. I'll switch to different visuals. If that's the case, I'll try it one more time. If it doesn't let me on, it doesn't let me on, and I'll switch to another game. But
Well,
I'm still going to
let me
keep
try
streaming.
something. Let me try this, Tyr. I will stream it to Discord. What I've got going on.
All right, we keep those visuals.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I did say knut and not Canuck.
Wait, the application's being a Canuck? They're Canadian?
Yeah.
Canard. It's being a canard.
Yeah, it's being Canadian from the style of when you see them on the battlefield.
Being Canardian.
Canardian, yes.
I already committed my war crimes with the food.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. The
Canuck
Canadians are really nice, right? And all that aggression just gets pent up. So when
Wasn't
there's a
there
war, cut loose.
Wasn't there actually a study that was done the past couple of years, or like 5 years soon, that actually found out they're Americans on average are nicer than Canadians on average?
Yeah, but it was done by an American company, so it's a bit suspect.
How do I do that? No, want a cat. I guess I got to do.
That
all
could also
studies
be
are always
recently,
suspect.
too. You know, like we go in and out of being happier
Are
or
you
not
picking
happy.
up the visual here?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I think we want to go to
All right.
window.
Wait, do you need help with Elvis?
I'm trying to write into Discord.
No, a screen or an application.
All right, I have to hold on.
I just don't know how to do the whole thing to where it won't show all of OBS. It just shows, or not OBS, but part of the Discord that you actually want to show instead of the entirety of the application.
Just have to. There we go.
Without putting like a PNG over top of it that has a hole in it.
Yeah.
Like I do with the TV to make my thumbnails.
Yeah, I was just about to say you can drag it and make that window bigger, and then like make the other window smaller, much smaller, until it can't be read.
Nope.
Or you could even pop your Star Trek thing up over that bit because it's right size. If you want to cover up where it says the server names and stuff.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Or the alternate thing is, now that you've waited a couple of minutes, try launching the game again.
I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing sensitive really showing on the screen, so it's fine.
I've got to admit, it's sometimes had me doing that relaunching for 15 whole minutes. Until I sat there and in my mind's eye, I'd picked the computer up and thrown it across the room. But only in my mind's eye.
Figures.
My mind's eye.
Alright.
Nice.
Well, for the time being, I go full screen here. Hopefully it'll go full screen on that. Yep, it's the full screen, but I want to
Push it down a level so it's below the overlay.
There we go, you got it. It's full screen
Back
now.
in the game, or are you showing what I've got?
Nah, I'm showing what you're doing.
All right.
Going down. Up, 2 down. 2 down.
My friends are going to be there too.
I too have memories of a computer story of my last one, and living on the 8th floor, and daydreaming about just tossing it off, and whether or not it was legal.
Did you say tossing it off?
Mm-hmm. Off the balcony. Oh yeah. Take the whole thing and toss it.
There it is. Well,
I mean,
all right.
I liked my computer. even if I hate it.
Yeah, it's not letting me on, so I'm not gonna fight it anymore.
So on the stream, oh, there you go. You got it. I didn't know if you knew that was over top of it. Never mind. I'm just trying to be helpful.
I'm saying, Kefki.
More helpful than me.
There we go. Hey, yeah.
I'm just sarcastic, cynical.
Is that an eat the cat on? Is that a eek? Is that a play on eat the cat? Evil the cat? Yeah, I think it is. So Doug Tnaple, the creator of Earthworm Jim, he loved his puns. So like his character, one of his character's name is Queen Slug for a Butt because she has a slug for a butt, or Princess, well, whatchamacallit, because he couldn't think of a name, so he just called her Princess whatchamacallit. Like, I'm a huge Doug Tnaple fan. Like, I love Earthworm Jim. So.
Yeah, but did you play the game?
Yeah, I played all the games.
Because it was a game long before it was a cartoon.
No, it was a comic way long before it was a cartoon.
Yeah, but it was a game way before it was a comic book.
No, I'm pretty sure the comic book came out before the cartoon.
No, it was a game first.
Well, I played both games. I played both games, and I have both the remakes.
Well, that proves one thing.
What?
Proves you really like Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that I like, I have a lot of.
Why is everyone so much harder to kill all of a sudden?
Because I'm not there to help.
Yeah.
No, that's probably making it easier for me.
Go to hell. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so, what else did I have that I wanted to talk about? Oh shit! There was this fire outside my job today.
Was
Oh!
You setting the airport on fire again?
No!
No.
Nope.
Mortuary.
Tell the truth.
Was everybody okay?
Yeah,
We don't have any evidence against that.
I refuse to incriminate myself, but yeah, everybody was okay. Like apparently a truck caught on fire, if I'm not mistaken. It was huge.
God!
I feel like deja vu just happened.
Oh,
Yeah, that's when you just flee your truck and accept, yeah.
The consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically questioning all your insurance and all that other shit.
We think that the truck just overheated, and that may have been what the issue is. We don't have the full story, but it was. Thank God it didn't explode.
Yeah,
I hope everyone
my
involved
favorite
got
for
away from it, you know.
Yeah.
Should hit the fan.
So I still think my favorite for anyone who's had it, like the pictures of the vehicle it's on fire, is one where the hood of a vehicle's on fire, but it also has flames painted on it, and someone's just like, "Man, they're getting really realistic with this paint nowadays."
I think I have
got
video of
that
it.
picture.
Hold on, I can upload it to.
Wait. Tyr,
Yes.
what did you think
This
about
dark
the meme I
humor's
sent
on
you?
fire.
The Maroon is back.
Yeah.
I wish you would stop calling me
Stop
that.
calling me that!
The real question is, which one of us is team lead?
It should be.
Not me.
It's
Will Betts, open up your PVE Task Force Operations tab.
Right.
And are you able to join? Set up a join random Batman? Well, someone is.
Apparently.
Yep.
That's not me, so.
Okay.
Oh God! It chose Batman as team
Looks like
lead. You're all
Betts,
fucked.
Betts is the team lead. Now we know.
It was Batman. It was the inside job.
Oh, counterpoint! Yay!
Oh God, counterpoint.
I like playing this one. I just don't like screaming Lita.
Again, I fucking hate Lita.
It's alright, she hates you.
Good.
Not good, because she
Okay,
asked me nicely and I gave her your address.
For everyone wondering, there's
All right.
Batman's ship.
Sounds like hate sex is on the
Here's
horizon.
Oh God, no.
Here's mine.
Uh,
And there's the other two people who are just randos.
Green says, I plead the fifth dimension. I refuse to answer on the ground that I may separate myself.
Did you just say you plead the fifth dimension?
That's what Green
I think
said.
it's the dementia.
Nope, Green said fifth dimension.
Okay, I heard fifth dementia, and I'm thinking that's really interesting.
Isn't that a 70s disco group?
Maybe.
I'm here for the fifth dimension.
And also, by now, they probably will be the fifth dementia.
I mean, I prefer the Futurama one where it's like I refuse to testify on the grounds that my organs would be harvested and ground into hamburgers.
The 54th Amendment.
Yeah, hey, you don't have to go to Futurama, you just have to wait a few months.
Yep.
Damn.
I mean, Soylent Green is people.
And there is a person.
Alright.
Soylent Green is people.
This was shot by a coworker of mine. Hold on, I'm getting it so I can play it on stream.
Apparently, oh god, I read. There's this guy did an actual study on this whole Soylent Green thing. You know, they're using what is it, plankton or something to create food.
Yeah.
And he said it would actually be more nutritious and easier to do that than it would be to harvest dead humans.
Ah. But then you lose the horror of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Well, plus you also lose the joke.
Yeah.
Yes. But
you know, the joke of it varying from person to person.
There it is.
Additionally, I can't think of it.
Let me do something.
Because plankton actually has animal protein in it. If you've nothing else to eat, you'll eat anything.
Yep.
If I want to be reborn as a whale, I will be reborn as a whale. Okay.
If you look at the screen, you will see the video. Was shot by a coworker of mine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, on my phone I can't watch the stream, right?
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, if you look at the stream, it was shot by a coworker of mine.
It's a vehicle on fire.
Deep in the game.
Oh my god, all that smoke. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a good thing it didn't explode.
Yeah, it really didn't explode, thank God.
Explode.
It didn't explode, it did.
It didn't. Look, I did not mean to say exploded. I caught myself there, and I corrected Tyr, you goober.
The guy with the backpack was just like, yeah, I'm okay. It's fine.
That was good. the claw. Whoever did that, I think that was rotten.
No, that was
rotten.
rotten.
That was really
rotten.
good.
That was rotten.
Yeah, I can't do my Nathan explosion very well anymore.
See, rotten is good for something, unlike what you said earlier.
I did not say that. Assassin says they could not grow enough food to support the population in Soylent Green. The farmlands and the seas were dead. Yeah, there would be no way in hell the population could grow. Yeah, unless they were taking up corpses.
And even then, it wouldn't be sustainable.
Nope.
The law of diminishing returns.
Yep.
And not only that, at some point you would get diseases and shit would start running rampant.
At some point you get prions.
Very quickly.
Once those are in, once you get prions, you really get issues.
Apologies for interjecting. Jen, I missed what you said in text chat. What were you going to type for me, dear?
Like Packet did it a while ago, but
Yeah,
I
it was
think
quite a
it was-
while ago, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's fine. I just joked that I was gonna get Blue to draw you a dish full of Cheetos.
Oh, right,
So
that
that when
was right.
yeah, so when
Yeah.
Kefki goes to fart counts, you know, so she can get the Cheetos, you can like do whatever the hell you want with Bull.
Fart
Fart pounce.
She's gonna do the fart war dance of flatulence.
Look, okay, that's an acceleration method. We all know that.
I mean,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
start off right
Called
away. You have to bounce a
acceleration
couple
technique.
times and then like, you know, little toot and
Green. Sorry,
Kefki's
assassin. I
shouting,
don't know.
Fart pounce, activate.
Are you saying Kefki's
It's turbo mode.
Yeah.
Someone kill
Yeah,
Lita.
apologies for derailing the conversation.
It's all good.
I want the
Leader
force
needs to be
to go
popped in
back
the
to
head.
acting class.
Great. Hi.
I hate this part with beaming down the schmucks.
I just want Lita
I'm
not to
trying
be
to. I am
Lita.
taking a beating here.
I'm just
You know,
make blow stuff up.
I ain't ever seen a Soylent
My shields are
Green.
gone.
I know
Shields
it
are
is,
gone.
Hold on, you never seen
I don't
Soylent
have-
Green?
but-
Alright, I guess that's what I'm doing for round 2. Soylent
Your
Green.
shields are gone.
My brother had a box of Soylent Green treats, though. It was funny. They're these little crackers, and it had the labeling and stuff on it. And on the back, it said this is on the ingredients, fake ingredients. It had written down people.
Uh-huh.
What's the weird ingredients? Yeah, it's already something like that. Called Soylent Cola. How is it? It varies person to person.
Trying to decide if that's great or terrible. I like it either way.
I mean, it's Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama.
Yeah, I brought that up like 5 minutes ago.
I know.
Tyr, is your brain buffering like mine was on Friday?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Or no, not Friday. Saturday when I was on
think it's still
the corner. Yeah, see.
Hold on.
Like I said, occasional quips. Still an idiot.
Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Yes.
Since when have you had a brain? Have you been spending money again?
I have been. I bought it on eBay.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah. It came.
I was wondering. I was wondering.
It came
who
from
bought
someone
that
named
spider brain
Abby
that I sold.
Normal.
Yeah. How do you know, Kefki?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Kefki. Tyr bought that spider brain I was selling.
Fire the space phasers.
So I wonder why it was so small. Huh.
Yeah, you've been chewing on flies as well, haven't you?
Maybe. Oh man. Hey, Assassin says.
Nah, the real crazy thing is web design.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Assassin said YouTube video critic analyzed Wally and concluded that all the fat bodies were eating their dead. It makes sense. Of course, and then Zed says, of course he has a brain. Didn't you hear her rattling around?
Here's a question. That's Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
He's got all the powers of a spider, right? And all
Yeah, he does whatever a spider can.
right. So
Yeah.
does that mean if he goes in the shower, somebody's got to put some paper on the side so he can get out?
Only if
Although
you
he
fall
sticks
down.
everything, remember?
You ever seen a spider trying to get out of a bath? It can't. So does Peter Parker have that problem as well?
Nope, because he's still.
We gotta remember that's only when it's wet.
He's a human.
Even when it's dry, they can't get out.
All right.
Drop it
Have
on
you
the
ever
bath.
seen? Wait a minute, Batman. Have you ever seen the Spider-Man horror Spider-Man with the horror movie?
Oh, is that the one? The
Directed
guy
by Sam Raimi.
wants to be a superhero.
No. It's a short film that we watched.
Oh, with the guy, the kid who played Coral in.
I don't think we got a kid to play Carl, but Is
It
that
was.
his? He was. Possibly.
Yeah, it was.
But I bring that up to say, like, he would touch something and he would literally whip it off because his hands are that thick. Like, he touched his face and it stuck to his face, and he whipped off part of the skin.
Yeah, and he starts feeding on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fed on Uncle Ben. It's creepy. What is
It was very well done.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, it was definitely the kid who played Carl in The Walking Dead.
I forget the name of it.
Chandler Riggs, I believe his name is.
Chandler Bing.
Hold on, let me look. I want to look at the name of that one for anybody that wants to watch it. Very, very, very well done, and I highly recommend it.
That was called How I Ate Your Mother.
Test.
Well, your avatar is a cat now, so I don't know about that one, Group.
What?
Sorry, Batman. What?
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 It's called The Spider, and it's by Locust Garden. Anybody that wants to watch it, I will put the link in chat. You know, just so people that want to watch it can go watch it.
You know, if Chandler Riggs, if he got buffed up enough,
Wait a minute, hold on. Go ahead, Critical.
I was gonna say, if Chandler Riggs buffed up enough, he could actually play a really good Booster Gold.
He could. Right. It is going in chat. Anybody that wants to watch it, highly recommend. Please, if you go there, tell them I sent you.
We're reading an energy surge coming from...
Yes, we know you're reading an energy surge.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's reading Cosmopolitan.
Again, this is all right from a tactical aspect. This is a dumb maneuver on the Terran Empire's part to send in their Impact Nor, if I'm not mistaken.
Tarak Nor.
Their Tarak Nor, to send it in. But I'm sorry, but to send in their their version of DS9 without adequate support and let it get damaged and destroyed.
Well, that's because the game writers think that people like the Terrans, because they're fascists, are also stupid.
Again, this isn't like I'm sure a culture that grew up as militaristic as them would have
a strategist or two lying around.
Yeah, a strategist or two effective strategist or two lying around.
Yep, and let's face it, people like the fascists weren't stupid.
No, they weren't.
Well, let's remember too that we continued. I think twice tonight we've played the Swarm TFO, and for some reason, shut up, Sarah Schmina. For some reason, what are they called? The freighters carrying evacuees.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, those assholes don't know how to turn.
Nope.
And can only fly down a straight course to be easy pickings for anyone who wants to shoot them.
But
space is three-dimensional.
Wait, no, I got one
Dodge.
better. I got one better. Can't they go to warp immediately?
No. They may be too close to the planet's gravity well to effectively
hit warp.
Activate a warp bubble. A warp field.
Fair enough.
In fact, a lot of times you're not even supposed to go to warp if you're in a system. In a star system.
They do it all the fucking time.
I know, but like I said, it depends on the technology you're using. In Star Trek 4, they went to warp within Earth's atmosphere in the Klingon bird of prey.
Shit, there's my favorite DS9, one of my favorite DS9 episodes. Kira takes the Defiant into warp in the Bajoran system to stop Bashir. Not Bashir.
Yeah, the changeling Bashir.
Yeah.
From detonating a protomatter Kabubu in a sun.
That's always had an issue with that one. Like, all right, so they get Bashir and they kidnap him, and O'Brien is like, oh, I did, like, he was a better version of you, and like, y'all never seen him regenerate. Like, he has all of Bashir's knowledge when he shouldn't have.
Why not? You don't know how the changelings do it. You don't know how long he's been Bashir, or how long Bashir's been observed.
Yeah, but he was still doing medical shit.
Not only that, if you recall, there was an episode where Odo displayed a latent telepathic ability, and that was related to the link, and that might be inherent to the changelings as well.
Yeah.
It was when Odo, Garrick, Cisco, and someone else were reliving Odo's past when he was the head of security for the Cardassians on
the Cardies.
Garrick North.
And Dax.
Yes.
Yeah, and like it says, you don't know how long. I mean, because they'll have had long-term targets for potential replacement that they will have observed.
Yeah, but it's still Bashir. All right, so Bashir is a doctor, so they would have to have working knowledge of medicine to do that, and it doesn't come off that they would have Bashir's knowledge, all like his medical background.
Engineering they can do. They created whole species.
I'm going to challenge that one. I think that was stolen technology, and they
doesn't
just
matter
used
if
that.
it's stolen or not. They've still got the knowledge. If they stole it, or if they developed it themselves, they've still got the knowledge.
Vorta. It wasn't that, because remember the Vorta.
All right, guys.
They created the Vorta.
That's what we're told.
What was that, Will?
By the Vorta.
Not Will.
I was going to say that I have to go. Like,
all right, good night, my friend.
Check the
Have a good night.
side
Yeah.
chat, Tyr.
Do you want another one?
I don't.
Rock on.
Check inside chat.
Did you say you want another one there, guys?
I'm good. Yeah, I can keep doing more.
I can do another one or not. I mean, I'm fine either way till the end of the stream.
Yeah. Space is the final frontier. We're gonna go blow some shit up. End of speech.
Space is the final frontier. We're gonna blow it up.
Oh, this one's gonna be short. It's the Hive Onslaught. The Hive Ocelot.
I can't show it because that would make. Oh, fuck! I'm gonna show it anyway. This one funny. That's funny.
There's Shangri-La class.
I saw, I blew up space.
Here it is, guys. This is what Will showed me.
What was
as far as the game stuff goes, when they released the 15th anniversary bundle and it was a motion picture era bundle, I'm seeing a lot of those ships. That bundle seems to have sold really well.
That means there's an awful lot of kids who can yell, who can browbeat their parents into buying anything.
Well, not even that.
Oh, maybe. What I'm saying is,
as
compared to some of the other stuff,
yeah,
I think people like that era of Star Trek far more than current year.
Yeah.
Well, because the ships look like fucking ships and practical, instead of looking like zero space, detached bridges and
yeah,
all these weak points.
Right. Look at how many people bought the original series bundle when that came out.
Yes.
Jen, you have to say what you just text.
Go on, Tyr.
Wait, hold on, Jen. You have to say what you just text. You can't just text that one. You have to say that one. I know you're here, Jen. Is she? Yeah.
What? Oh, I was self-muted.
Say it, Jen.
All right, I guess I'll say it again. You aren't supposed to run in real life, bro.
What?
I agree.
I didn't understand a word of that.
So if you check side chat when you get a chance, you will find a truck on fire. And it has flames painted on it. And it's a hot rod.
Right on.
I'm going to punch somebody, and I'm not going to stop punching them until there's nothing left to punch. And then I'm going to go back in time so I can do it all over again.
You're going to take Orson Welles' his time machine?
Orson Welles? H.G. Wells.
Sorry, my bad. It was a lot
Wrong.
of Wells.
This vessel, and I will claim another.
Why is she doing ASMR voice?
What?
No, the Borg Queen just did ASMR voice.
That's okay. I just launched a motherfucker system at her.
That's how they suck you to the vortex here. You know.
Not anymore, you're not.
This is not the end.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I
God.
press the motherfucker button and Borg Queen go bye-bye.
The Borg are another enemy that I wish would go with, not extinct, but be used more sparingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting old, honestly.
Yes.
Like the Borg are
Shockingly
fucking
old.
everywhere.
But also, what's getting old is the threat to the whole multiverse dimension space. Oh my God, kind of stories.
The right.
And species 8472191.
Species 8472 is a boar.
Wait a minute. Assassin of the Grey says the right idea of a Borg Queen makes no sense. All right, I see. Hold on.
No, it doesn't.
Wait a minute. For what they were trying to do, when she first was created, was in Generations. Was it
No.
First Contact?
First
My
Contact.
bad. For First Contact, and the reason why they did that was to give an antagonist to Picard. You know, instead of it just being the Hive itself, it gave a central antagonist for him to fight against.
Still didn't work.
But it made sense because the same thing they did with Locutus or Borg. They had a central Borg figure. Huh?
That was not the same thing.
But it should have been.
Locutus of Borg. The name Locutus is derived from
locus,
from locutor,
or loci. A focal point.
It's to speak.
Oh, I thought. It was
as in, if someone is loquacious, they are talkative. If they are circumloquacious, they talk around a subject instead of talking about a subject.
But it's also
Picard. Hold on. I'm building up here. Picard being converted to Locutus by the Borg when he was assimilated, it wasn't about creating an individual exactly. It was about creating a Borg entity, a Borg drone that was capable of diplomatic negotiation to try a different, they're basically the Borg's tactics adapted.
Yeah, he was a sales rep.
Yeah, basically, yes, he was a sales rep. Locutus was designed to use the Federation's propensity for diplomacy against the Federation. The Borg Queen was there because someone in the writing/production staff thought, well, hives have queens, and that's not how a hive mind works.
No.
There is no central focus. A hive mind is a unity.
A hive mind is the way the Borg were described is more of a gestalt entity.
Yes.
And I do honestly think that part of the idea of the Borg Queen was feminism.
Oh, absolutely, it was.
Again, I say it was given a focal point, a central enemy to fight against.
I don't, because he already had a central focal point, a central enemy, and that was the Borg.
Yep.
It's like the zombie movies. Yeah,
right.
Your focal point, your central enemy, is also the back. Yeah, and they're also the scenery as well.
Quincy said Laquanda of Black is my favorite Borg.
Locutus of Borg.
And then Gray says, same bad writing as Picard. Let the Borg go when he had the perfect opportunity to destroy them. All with that malware. He should have been relieved of command, court-martial, and hung. And then Assassin goes, bruh. but it said, I'm you. We should feel sorry for them.
On Picard 3.
Bruh.
And I honestly think because of the trauma Picard had gone through, you know, the Borg episode with the Borg that they're caught in,
The
called
introduction
Hugh.
of Hugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Picard would not have taken LaForge's and Troy's advice on board, and he would have activated the kill switch.
Oh hell yes.
That's how deep that trauma should have run.
Well, not even trauma.
Well, yeah,
it
but
should
you know
be trauma and hatred.
but they addressed the trauma because Picard got a good look at his brother, and they fought in the mud. So trauma.
That would have made it worse.
Yes, I know.
The other thing is, and I've discussed this with Mitch, every Starfleet officer, every human, every person who is retrieved from the Borg would never be allowed anywhere near a Starfleet facility again because they're a risk.
They're compromised.
And that's the foundation for my idea for laying off the Borg for a long time and bringing them back and making them a threat again by essentially the story being that Locutus, the Borg Queen, and everything else that the Borg did that was in a 7 of 9, the Borg Cooperative, all of that. There was no escape from the Borg. Those were just attempts by the Borg to infiltrate the Federation.
Oh, God, there were.
And that would change the landscape of Star Trek so fucking well. And it would make the Borg a threat again instead of them just being a silly space
Picard has
monster.
been spreading nanites all this time.
Wait a minute.
No, not even like that.
Hold on. Riker should have relieved Picard of command for even thinking to let the Borg go when they could have destroyed them, says Assassin. Cryptic says, I would be Cryptic of Dog Eater from Sector 001. Django's Borg, Swedish Borgen meatballs. Hi, Cryptic.
Exactly.
Oh, Cryptic's there, is he?
Yes.
Hey,
The
Cryptic.
The Borg should never have been described in a way that could be confused for a society or a race or anything like that, because they're not.
No.
They're the way they were originally written. They're a disease.
Yes, they're an infection.
And
they're an infection, and they need to be wiped out.
All you idiot writers and moron fans out there, the Borg have nothing to do with Vader.
No.
At all.
God, I hate it when they try to connect everything.
Oh yeah, and Trelane is not a Q.
Yeah, that's another thing. All right, so I got into an argument ages ago with a guy that said the Q, the continuum, is what the Borg will become at the end. I'm like, no. That makes no fucking sense.
Evolutionary wise, something like the Borg would be stagnant.
Evolutionary wise,
the Borg have no need to evolve.
But evolutionary wise,
they assimilate and adapt, but they're stagnant by design.
Yeah,
but
we think we've got the best, so we're not going to change.
No,
hey, you're hitting us now. We're going to adapt to that, but other than that, we're still not changing.
All right, so I bring up the example of there's an old Doctor Who episode where the Daleks are fighting this other mechanical race, and they're at a stalemate. Yeah. Like they can't win.
It wasn't the Cybermen then.
But it's a really old. But let me finish.
Yeah, I know.
The Tom Baker one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. So they needed to find their creator because they can't think they can't outthink this. Both programming is telling them X leads to Y leads to Z and it's a stalemate. X leads to Y leads to Z and it's a stalemate. They need a human or someone that can outthink the other. Outside the box.
Yeah, that's a story which proves that sometimes showrunners don't read the canon because they were describing the Daleks as
robotic,
as robots. The Daleks are not robots.
No,
they're organics in a robot exoskeleton.
But they do have the computerized combat systems and strategy and everything.
Yes, because they basically live in a tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Modern tanks have computerized combat systems.
But even then, it's still a Dalek is still an organic being inside.
Yeah.
Right. The Dalek is essentially a pilot.
Yeah, essentially that's what it is. It's it's a little creature inside a mech suit.
Yep.
Yeah, with a genetically induced hate complex on the entire.
Well, no, it's a superiority complex. They think they're superior to everybody.
Right. True xenophobes. They are superior to everybody, but they're afraid of everybody, so they must destroy everybody.
So if you had Lucy Lawless with you, they would have run away.
But again, the Sontarans are fucking.
They're a clone race.
Yeah, they're a clone race, and they believe they're above everybody else too. And they're in the endless fucking war.
Race. Yeah, it'd be more if that robot one did against the Cybermen.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Everything involved for them is overridden by the computer side of it.
Yeah, even then, the Cybermen aren't a robot race.
Yeah,
they're cyborg.
They're cyborg.
But their
personality and decision making tends to be overridden by the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have an independent rationality behind them. They're all controlled by the programming.
Yeah.
They have, I think they've probably got more freedom of action than, say, the Borg have.
Yes,
Probably.
because again.
Yeah. Well, to a certain extent, but I mean they're not a hive mind in the same way. They're subservient.
No, but the personality is still overridden.
Yeah.
Personality is overridden, but they've got centralized. They've got like centralized controllers for that. So you basically got the drones, which are fully subservient. You've got the controllers, which have a bit more, but they're still just higher function control computers.
Oh yeah,
they give orders, and hold on. The cyber commanders give orders, and the Cybermen are free to achieve those orders however they think they can.
Yeah.
You know, like
their thought process as a drone is still fully subservient to the computer programming versus capable of independent organic thought. They've got less freedom
to the machine.
They've got less freedom of personality than Daleks, and Daleks have no freedom of personality just because they're genetically designed to be hate monsters.
I've always had an issue. Like, how are more Daleks fucking created?
Davros?
No.
Yeah, Davros messing about with the mutation.
No. I'm talking about. All right, so after Davros got imprisoned, and wherever the hell he was imprisoned, like I'm pretty sure they lost their. They had to replace their numbers. Like, are they clones?
He developed the production process by that point, so to speak. It's very interesting because you get the one Tom Baker episode where he chose he set them back centuries on development, but he chose not to genocide the whole race,
which he should have fucking did it.
Yeah, but it's a moralistic question, and he realized he didn't have the right to, which
yeah, you've also and the part that you don't get into is genociding a race is actually a capital crime for a Time Lord, as represented in another episode where he was put on trial for his life for supposedly genociding a race.
Yeah, our plant race, the artificial one, which would have destroyed every non-plant species it came across.
Would have destroyed all biological life that was not plant-based in the universe.
So Joe Biden would be okay.
Well, just because he's a vegetable?
Yeah.
But he was put on trial for his life and would have been, the ultimate Time Lord death penalty on conviction for the claim of killing that one, you run into that's not the reason why he made the decision not to genocide the Daleks, but it would have been, a perfect split off on that too. It's like, I don't have the right to. Besides, the Time Lords will kill me for that.
Yeah, but all right. I guess because we have the benefit of hindsight. Again.
Of course, you have the benefit of hindsight, and it's like, oh, hey, Time Lord, Time War, that's a new thing.
That's another thing. All right, so I get that it wasn't.
Well, that's.
Go ahead.
I mean, that's the one thing as far as like up until the 8th Doctor, the original series and everything, the Daleks as a serious competition for the Time Lords would have been, just an inconceivable notion. Without them getting a hold of certain technologies, is why he turned the hand of Omega against them.
Time War made no sense whatsoever.
Yes, because the Daleks had no means of attack.
Not just the Daleks fighting the Time Lords, but the idea of a time war anyway.
The temporal Cold War. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing they stole from Doctor Who.
Yep.
Yeah, but again, like you said, like the notion is laughable itself. Again, honestly, the Time Lords are the pinnacle race in the universe. There is no one above them other than the Guardians.
And you look at it, they're also the, if you take all of the extended canon into place, including with the radio plays and everything, the Time Lords and Rassilon are the reason why the predominant life form in the entire universe is a somewhat humanoid form.
I refuse to live in a universe where Timothy Dalton is the ruler of the pinnacle race.
You refuse to let Timothy Dalton be the definitive Rassilon?
Oh yeah, and let's face it, Doctor Who's dead. And I mean,
yes.
It is now.
It was dead when Jodie Whittaker took over.
Yeah.
And they started kicking.
Now they're just into necrophilia on TV all the time.
Ew.
Yeah.
But it says, and the timeless child was just kicking the corpse to death.
Pretty soon they'll just start calling it Dr. Ew.
All right, this is my thing. I'm not gonna say under better writers, a better show creator. I think Jodie Whittaker's time as the Doctor could have been interesting.
Nope, screw you.
Hear me out. Under better writers, giving her,
I'll defend Tyr.
Well, it's not on this.
I'm saying is we've already established that Time Lords can switch genders, and making the Doctor.
No, that is also anti-canon. I don't care what they decided to do in
the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. When you go through that is one of the original, even from Rassilon's time, even from anything, they're a binary race.
Yeah.
And the binary is solid. The Time Lords are Time Lords, Time Ladies are Time Ladies, and they don't switch over.
No.
The Time Lords and Time Ladies are how you get the kids.
Well, no, some Time Lords are loomed. Like some of them are.
It's a myth.
But
go on.
I was just saying, like some Time Lords are loomed. The Doctor was loomed. Like so there's an episode where a race gets a hold of the machine called the loom, and the Doctor goes, "Holy shit! How did you get this? Like this is our technology. This is how we make our kids. Some of us make our kids. They combine the genetic material of both parents, and they're constructed in the loom."
Don't matter.
Now there are some that genetically do it.
It's still a Time Lord and his Time Lady together.
Well, yeah.
Until they altered the canon after Capaldi with because of, let's face it, socio-political agenda pushing.
Yeah.
Time Lords did not change gender.
Well, they introduced that actually a bit earlier with, I want to say it was Matt Smith, because you had House.
No, it was with Capaldi. It was with Capaldi.
No,
it was
before that, because it was talking about I forget the name of the Time Lord. It's like, yeah, he always got the same tattoo. He's like, he was a bad boy and girl sometimes too. I was like, no.
Don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it. But the worst
Corsair. I think it was the
story,
Corsair.
Like it says, the worst ever story was the Timeless Child.
Yeah.
Now, it starts off. Gallifrey was this primitive planet in like a pre-industrial planet, and this one woman, she builds this spaceship that can go faster than light. Yeah, and she travels to this alien planet, finds this little black girl. You know, you've seen the episode, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
I have not, and I've like
I haven't seen the episode,
actively
but I know what you're talking
opposed seeing it, because you run into that is counter to all of everything, and it's irreconcilable with everything.
Yeah,
because you have it all comes back to Rassilon. Rassilon's the reason why they have regeneration. And it's not stealing it from some, it's stuff he developed on his own, just like, well, I mean,
he saw the Untwisted Schism.
Yeah. Well, like
he stole some of the Time Lord technologies, but from other Time Lords. Because
like I said, yeah, there was this woman, and Gallifrey was like a pre-industrial civilization, right? They were primitive, and she builds a fucking spaceship, not just a spaceship, but one that can actually, achieve fast and light travel.
Yeah, we're a post-industrial civilization. We can't do that.
Yeah. And she goes off by herself. You know, it doesn't tell anybody, just goes off by herself. It made no
Which is wrong on so many levels.
Ridiculously wrong.
Hold on. Assassin of the Grey. This justifies Russell T Davies' gay fetish.
Gay fetish?
Yeah, don't get me started.
He's not gay fetish, he's actually gay.
Yeah.
And Talentless Children isn't real. I agree. Talentless Children isn't real. What they should have done... Go ahead.
I think everything that happened, the Capaldi run on, it's a fever dream that Matt Smith's doctor's having whilst he's regenerating into Capaldi.
It would make sense. Or it could be
considering how much their brain does get scrambled by the regeneration process, that actually would make a lot of sense.
I mean, look what Colin Baker tried to do when he regenerated.
And that's another thing I wish they would bring back. The regeneration psychosis. Like when, like I said, Colin Baker's and his unstable insanity.
Yeah. It must have been insane. Perry was hot and he's trying to kill her. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's a Time Lord. He's not noticing that she's hot.
Yeah, but
and that is...
He's a man.
But again, that's what they should bring back. Like every so often, so many regenerations, they go a little bit wonky.
A little bit.
That's what I mean. The Lady Doctor thing was an opportunity squandered. Because it should have been played as, how in the fuck did I regenerate into a woman?
Oh, no.
That's
I got one better.
It should have been played.
I got one
better.
No,
I'm not done.
Go ahead. I still got one better.
It should have been played that way. And then we have an opportunity to really examine, because again, it's not good science fiction always explores the human condition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if they had done that right, if they made it a what the fuck scenario, you've created a mystery now. And let's go out and solve this mystery. And why did this happen? Oh my God, I don't feel the same way about things, and my thinking's a little bit different. And they didn't do any of that. They just said, "Oh, look, I'm a girl now, and look how strong and brave I am."
And she was doing a bad David Tennant impersonation as well.
I got one better for y'all. What it should have been the episode where you see the regeneration, and then something goes wrong, and then we just see the regeneration into Jodie Whittaker's character. However, it's a different TARDIS altogether. Like, it's still TARDIS, but it's a different one. And you go outside, and it's still blue in the box, but you look inside like this wasn't the same TARDIS, and you come to find out that it's not the Doctor, it's Romana.
Yeah, that works.
It is.
Then the title of your show no longer applies.
It does. Because she thinks she's the Doctor because she traveled with him so prominently. It's regeneration psychosis. She thinks she's the Doctor.
See, I prefer it's a trick played on the Doctor by the Master or something.
Yeah.
Or some other long-standing villain.
Or someone powerful enough to do it.
Or better yet, the Dream Master.
Yes,
or the Dream Lord, rather.
I wish they would bring back the Dream Lord, and I wish they would make the Celestial Toy Maker.
Do you not remember the one where they introduced Romana, the bad guy, and not the Lord of Evil? Called
The Black Guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Guardian could have done it. Like, that's another thing. Bring back the Guardians.
Say, considering how badly the Doctor and Romana screwed over the Black Guardian, he'd be really keyed up to give both of them some serious grief.
Well, that's why they went in that alternate universe for a while.
The hide.
Yeah. Well,
they ended up in the alternate universe accidentally, but it's why they took and set the randomizer on the TARDIS controls. Basically,
that's where they got Sadric from.
We can't. He can't predict where we're going to be because even we can't predict where we're going to be. The controls have been randomized.
Yeah, but with it being like the Guardians, that wouldn't have worked.
Because they're technically the forces of good and evil in the universe. They can sense.
They're also omniscient.
Yeah.
So yeah, removing the randomizer is not going to work because.
Know what they should have done would have been an interesting thing to do. All right, so essentially have that some of the villains that the Black Guardian has brought some of the villains back together to as a Sinister Six type organization with the strict thing to fuck over the Doctor.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Who just left?
Who? I think we lost Kefki. No, we still got Kefki.
No, still here.
Rotten left.
Oh, Rotten's gone.
I mean, it is getting a little bit late.
I mean, it's 15 minutes after we end the stream usually, so.
Yeah, I'm here. I just don't have anything to comment over the Doctor.
Sorry,
I'm happy to listen too.
That's why I think the Lady Doctor was a squandered opportunity. There was such a good opportunity there to make a mystery and to examine the human condition, and they just didn't.
Oh shit! I got it even better. All right, remember the Christmas episode where the guy thinks he's the Doctor?
Oh yeah.
Have a situation like that. Have that, it's a companion that thinks she's the Doctor, and the Doctor thinks he's the companion, and they're just working together, and they finally figure out, holy shit, we just hit our heads.
Memory stamped.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Like, there's something telling me that not to leave you behind. So I'm not. I'm going to keep you with me. I'm going to save your life. And they keep doing all the shit they normally would do, but you don't know it's them until season finale. And and I like how the season finale, there's mid-season that show the twist. If you look at mid-season episodes that show the twist or how the twist is going to be achieved, I like that. And I wish they bring that shit back.
Yeah, you leave clues throughout the entire season.
Yeah.
Or, even more than one season. But, they robbed the Lady Doctor concept of the ability to be a good story. Yeah. And if it had been a good story, it wouldn't catch all the flack that it did. But no, they went girl boss instead.
Yeah, and one of the things that would have helped was not hiring Jodie Whittaker.
Well, that would have been one, yeah.
No, what first
Chris
have worked. What would first have worked was not hiring Joey Whitaker, Chris Chibballs, and not bring back Russell T Davies or fucking David Tennant. David Tennant's Doctor has been ruined by 3 episodes, just in 3 episodes.
Yep.
David Tennant's Doctor has been ruined by David Tennant.
True, and that bi-regeneration shit did him no fucking favors. It's a bi-regeneration. How does that fucking work?
It doesn't.
Like
it works because the people making the show at the time were hacks. That's how it works.
So technically, technically there are 2 doctors running around because there's the traditional David Tennant's Doctor, and then there's the one half.
Well, I was thinking about this with Star Trek recently, because I'm waiting for someone to argue with me that modern Star Trek is the best Star Trek, and this would apply to Doctor Who as well because they did it there. And if that's true, then why do these modern iterations always have to fall back on elements from the originals?
Why can't they stand on their own?
And I don't mean, of course, it's Doctor Who. Of course, there's going to be a TARDIS. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they have to rely on old story bits. They're going to bring back the Weeping Angels to somehow justify a gay black doctor for some reason.
Fuck.
In Star Trek, they had to go back to Talos 4 because they did that with Captain Pike in the original series.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
And there's no reason. Oh God, this is going to freak me out. Talking about it, I get angry. They went back to Talos 4 because they needed a telepathic race while dealing with a situation involving Spock on the planet Vulcan where there exists a telepathic race.
The Vulcans.
Yes.
Yeah. On Vulcan's
what
only
the left-handed fuck are you even thinking when you write that kind of shit?
On Vulcan's only tactile telepathic though.
Didn't matter.
I got one for you. I got one for y'all.
Being tactile wasn't the issue.
I got one for you, and it Gray said bad writing. Yes. All right. Do you know the ending of the first season of Gay Doctor? All right. So all season long, they've been building up this mystery about who Ruby Road is, like Ruby Rachel, whatever the fuck her name is. Like she's somebody important in the universe. Like all of a sudden she can make it, huh?
They've got rid of her.
Yeah, they got rid of her, but but that entire season they were building her up like, oh, there's something special about her. You know, she makes it snow. She can do all this magical shit. You know, a god of death can't kill her, and he wants to know what she. And then they don't do anything with her. Oh, you're not special at all. The fuck she isn't. You built all this magical bullshit around her. You say she can make it fucking snow to stop gay musical discord wannabe, and all of a sudden, oh, she's nobody.
Yeah, and no, a literal god of death, should be able to kill anybody.
Yes.
It's sort of implied in the name, isn't it?
Yes.
You would think.
But he can't kill her. Why? Why is she so fucking? Nope. She's just a regular nobody. The fuck are you smoking? Like, how is that a regular nobody?
Any of it.
Hell, it would have been better to make her a fragment of someone's imagination. Another reason why the god of death couldn't kill her was because, quite literally, she doesn't exist.
What?
Yeah, she's not real.
Yeah, basically have it be a figment of someone's imagination that they're projecting out to it, so they don't understand it. And
I can barely hear what you're saying.
My level should not be this far.
Yeah, take your finger off the mumble button.
Oh, thank you.
I think that runabout's blowed up.
Better?
Say something.
Something. You're an ass.
Yeah, it's better.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, what I was saying is like, if you're going to do something like that, have the character that you're trying to say special is actually like a manifestation of someone else's thought, so kind of a figment of someone else's imagination, So the reason why the death can't kill him is because they don't exist in the fucking first place.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, like that. Do something like that, but you cop out at the end.
My dumbass isn't even really a Doctor Who fan. I thought of something better.
Yeah. Yep. Again, but you cop at the end. Oh, she's not nothing special. She was just a regular kid. The fuck are you smoking?
Yeah, and throw it away.
And then Shooty's crying all the time. He cries every fucking day. Every fucking episode he cries.
Yeah, I've heard. It's because he's gay.
He's gay.
Because that's what acting is.
No, that's what being gay
yeah,
is.
We are.
Well, you've got the Weeping Doctor fighting the Weeping Angels.
Nice. All right.
Remember, the Weeping Angels are heavily implied to be Time Lords. Make no mistake.
They are heavily implied to be Time Lords.
Okay. Right. We're finishing. I'm jumping out of the game.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out and watching us talk shit and be assholes. I thank my friends for being on with me, and as always, they are amazing.
Friends?
People that tolerate me. Better?
Not for much longer, unless those checks start clearing again.
Look, we're not ending.
Tars, man, tars. All right. Come back tomorrow. Is the Discord day. Wednesday, Gen T Maxi will be on with One Ton Hammer and Tyr Diamantis. Thursday is Johnny Hellcat's night. Friday is Sanguine. Since it isn't the first Friday of the month, it will be Sanguine. And then Saturday is the Hardy channel, is his night. And then finally, with Kefki rounding out the 7-day work week with her show. So come on and watch that. Again, Minions
supposed to be taking Tuesday.
It hasn't been finalized. He probably does take Tuesday at some point, but
he's thinking about it. It's depending on some stuff's changed up at work for him, so he's thinking about it. He's looking into it, but it's not a done deal yet.
Yeah, it's not set in stone. So most of us started 11 o'clock, 11:30, around that time frame, but some of us started like 9, and Kefki starts about 10 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So.
How about that? Yeah. Give or take our Brits.
So, come out and watch that. Again, thank you all for coming out.
Apart from Sticky Miller.
Thanks for letting me stay on.
No problem. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the zoo is closed. Have a good night.
Bye, all.
All right.
Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay.